Today we will be teaching PowerPoint for beginners. Microsoft PowerPoint. First and foremost, what is the use of Microsoft PowerPoint software? PowerPoint is a presentation software used to create visual slideshows that support oral presentation. It's commonly used in business, education, personal, and otherwise. So let me give you four main uses of PowerPoint. First, PowerPoint is used for creating presentations. Secondly, it's used for visual communication. Thirdly, it's used for educational content. Fourth, it's also used for business proposals and reports. And finally, it's also used for training and tutorials. So let's assume that Microsoft PowerPoint is installed on your laptop or your desktop. So when you click to open the software application, this is the page that comes up. As you can see on this page, you have various templates here. You have blank, you have all these other ones. So you click on the one you would like to use. But let's start off with the basic, which is the blank presentation. Let's click on it. Okay, this is what comes up. In this tutorial, we just want to do an overview of this particular template that we picked. Okay, so let's do an overview of what we have here. What we have here, what we have here, and these other ones. So as you can see, let's start with the font. Here you have font. So this box here has all that you can do with your font. So let's start off by just typing something in this box here. Let's type lesson. Okay, let's say lesson 1. So here in this box, this particular box, here deals with font, all that you can think of that you can do with your font. So here, this says that you can bold this. And before you apply any of this one to your text, first you need to highlight it so that it will apply, so that whatever you want to do to those texts will apply. So for example, here you have B, that's bold. Let's click on it. Can you see that it bolds your text? And I here stands for italics. Can you see that it changes the character of the text into italics? And here what U stands for here is underline. So for example, I want to underline this text I've written. So we go there, we click on it. Can you see it underlines it? Okay, let's click out. And the next one, what it does is, let's click out here first. Hold on, let's start here. So let's say we want to go here. We want to make use of what this is. This is like a shadow. So it gives you a shadow at the background of this text. So let's highlight it because we must highlight whatever we want to do to the particular text. If we don't highlight it, whatever we click here will not apply. So here we want to go for shadow. So can you see it gives a shadow, puts a shadow on the text. Okay, let's click out again. You click and that comes up. Now here is just you want to strike through the character, the text that you have here. So let's highlight it again, and you click here. Can you see it crosses? That. So that's that. So let's click out again. Oh, and then we want to undo the strike. Okay, let's click back. Okay, now we have to highlight it again. Let's click. Okay, so it has removed that. So we click out. So here, the next one is character spacing. So you have all your characters in this text. Here, let's highlight again and see what we can do with that. So here we have the character spacing. Yeah, there's a little arrow pointing down. So we click on that. Okay, so these are the list of what you can do with the spacing. For example, here it's very tight, so you can see that the characters closing tightly to each other. Then go to the next one, tight, so it loosens up a little bit. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so here let's click on normal spacing between each character in this text. Then here we go to loose. Can you see that it spaces it out more? What I mean, it spaces the characters out more. And then here it says very loose. So you see that it spaces out even more. Okay, and let's go to the last one. Yeah, here. We're still here. It says more spacing. Can you see that? So, and this comes up. What this is saying, what you can do here is that, let's cancel that first. Peradventure, you want the spacing to even be more wider than what you can see here between each character. So you go to the last one, so which is more spacing. So this box comes up. So here is where you will now dictate the size of the spacing you want for the size of spacing you want now, which will in this case will be even wider than what you have already here. So the last one is giving you an option to decide on the size of spacing you actually want. So here is where you put that, sorry. So you have this. Here you will signify the size you want for the spacing, right? Here we have 6. Let's say you want something like 16. Or let's just say, no, let's just go up. Anyway, here in this box, you will type in or use this arrow to increase the number or decrease, which is dictating to this what size we want, your size of preference, which is you can make it as wide as possible. So let's click out. So let's go on. Another interesting one is the next A here. Here, let's click. Here is where you can change this text to uppercase and otherwise. So as you can see, the first one says sentence case. Okay, so we have to highlight it again, like I said earlier on. So let's go we're going to this one. Yeah, sentence case. See what it gives you. Lowercase, see what it gives you. Uppercase, capital, each word, capitalize each word. So that's if you have more than one word. In this case, we only have one word. So I'm here. Okay, let's click out. Okay, Okay, so the next one is this one here. This one, let's okay, let's go. Okay. So this, first of all, let's highlight it again and let's see what it will do to this. Hold on. Okay, let me go back there. We need to highlight first so that whatever we decide to do with the text will apply. Okay, let's now highlight again. So we go here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here, let's click on the yellow. So this one will give us colors for the background of the text. So let's click out again and let's go to the next one. Hold on. So as you can see, you have varieties of colors you can pick from. So let's go to the next one, which is here. So this one here, this one actually colors the characters. Hold on, let me show that to you. Let's go back. Okay, let's go. No color. Okay, we click on no color. So it will, sorry, no, let's highlight the whole stuff. And we click on no color, so it takes us back to the beginning where we did not put any color in the background. Okay, so we go here. So now let's, oh, it's coming back again. Hold on, I'll get back to you. So what we do is we go click here again and we pick no color. Okay, so we're back to where we started from. So now the next one here, this one actually colors the characters, not the background. Okay, so let's highlight again and let's go. Okay, let's say we want, okay, green. Okay, we pick on green, so it has given green color. Can you see the here? So you can see, you pick any of these colors that you desire to color your character, the characters in the text. So let's move on. On this video, we just want to stay on this, on the fonts, what we can do with the font. So let's now go up here. Here you can increase the font size or decrease it automatically. And here, decrease font size. Here increases it and here decreases it. Sorry, I meant to have shown you this from the beginning. Here is where you can just pick. Let me show you. Here, you can just directly pick the size of the character you want. So let's say we want it to be 18, 16. Can you see? So that's there. And then this one, finally, guys, this one will give you the style of the character we want. The character, the size of the character of each word. Can you see? Can you see it changing? So you pick the character design that you want. That is this one. I should have started with that. So, and this is the final that we have here. It says clear formatting. So this will clear all the formatting that you have placed on your text. That is, you want to start all over again. So that just clears all the formatting. So mind you, anything you want to apply, you must highlight that part of the text before the whatever you want to do to that text will apply. So thanks for watching this video. This will be the first in the series of PowerPoint tutorial. Thanks for watching. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.